Okay, the last World Endurance Championship video for now, and today it is of course the GTE classes I'm going to talk about. So let's start with the Pro class. There haven't been many cars to cheer for in the Pro class, as only Ferrari, Porsche and Corvette participated this season. But it has been an interesting one still, with Ferrari looking absolutely terrible at the first races, but mounting a comeback in the latter half, and for the 51 Ferrari to win the entire championship in quite a dramatic fashion, as it only needed to finish to win overall, and it had gearbox issues with just 2 hours to go I think. But it managed to finish, and therefore are the champions of the WEC GTE Pro. The Porsche 92 car came second overall, and Ferrari's 52 car came third overall, which makes Ferrari the winner of the Manufacturers' Championship, with Porsche on second, and Chevrolet with their one Corvette taking third. And even though we had an interesting season, I would really like more manufacturers to be present. But let's move on to the Pro-Am class, which I will refer to as Am class. The Am class is one that I don't actually pay much attention to, but one that is absolutely needed, as there just isn't enough manufacturers partaking in the GTE category. So let's just go over them quickly. The overall champion is TF Sport with their 33 car, second is Northwest AMR with their 98 car, and third is Iron Dames with their pink 85 car. And Iron Lynx find themselves all the way down at 12th place overall. I mentioned them because there has been an announcement from Lamborghini that they will join forces, and that Iron Lynx will be a Lamborghini-backed team in the GT3 era. The announcement also says that Lamborghini and Iron Lynx will collaborate on the new LMDH prototype, which of course is very interesting. This partnership will also affect the Iron Dames team, which has the same owners, so both of these teams will switch from their current Ferraris to Lamborghinis. But let's move on to what's coming next season for the GTE category. Now all through the season, we've heard talks about GTE going away for next season, but I never really heard any specifics on how the next season will be for a GT class, so let's talk about what's going on. First off, Porsche and Ferrari will leave the GTE Pro class to focus on their hypercars, and this is an understandable move. But this leaves just Corvette in GTE Pro, as there doesn't seem to be any other manufacturers being interested in joining the category, so what the organizers have decided to do is to shut down the GTE Pro class for 2023 and change it to GT3 for 2024, which I don't really have any opinion on right now, but if it attracts more teams, then I am very positive. But we will have to see how that turns out. As for the GTE AM, this series will continue in 2023 and will be the only GT class. After 2023, the GT-AM category will also be discontinued. I don't think it's the end of the AM category though. I don't know specifically what is happening, but I expect there to be a GT class, which would both contain manufacturers and manufacturer-backed teams, as well as Pro-Am teams, much like the LMP2 class is today. So I doubt the AM teams and drivers are going away. I think phasing out the GTE Pro class this year is a good decision. There has only been 5 cars running this season, with another 2 cars running just the 24 hours of Le Mans. Although it's been an interesting season and Porsche and Ferrari fighting is always nice, getting more manufacturers into the competition is preferable. So hopefully the move to GT3 will make that happen. I also think it's good that they keep the GTE AM category for one more season, so there are GT cars on the tracks, as the GTE cars are the most recognizable cars on the field and are needed to create traffic for the faster cars, as traffic is one of the parts of endurance racing that makes things more interesting. So yeah, I'm glad they're not ridding themselves of the GT cars all at once. But as GT3 is the future, I want to talk about the GT3 Premium trim that will be required to participate in the WEC from 2024. We don't have much information on the trim, but I was initially worried about this, as this requires changes to existing GT3 cars and could make it less attractive for existing GT3 teams to come to the WEC. The trim is said to be cost capped, but is the cost low enough that the GT3 teams will want to take that cost to run? This can't be answered now, of course, but I'm very curious about this trim, and I really would like more details on it. I just hope it doesn't keep more teams from entering the 2024 championship. But yeah, no more GTE Pro and one more year of GTE Am, and then we get the GT3s from what I understand. So goodbye GTE Pro, and welcome Ferrari and Porsche to the top class of endurance racing. But that's it, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.